people of today don't inject into the use of this technology.
Yeah, but sir, don't you think that we're living in a modern day, so things have changed, and this should also be considered when you talk of marriage and relationship?
Yes, things have changed, but those aspects of our values that are good should be retained.
Religion has a huge influence on the decisions taken by Nigerians. In our findings, it seems that the two major religions are somewhat positive towards the dating website approach.
Going from one generation to another, we've had variations in how people get into marriage. But it's very clear there's nothing that we do that is removed from God. God knows everything. God sees everything. So if someone is going to, for instance, approach a dating site for a wife or for a husband, perhaps because of the circumstance that he finds himself or she finds herself, God is powerful enough to, God knows even before he makes that move. And God already knew he would make that move. So God in his mercy and in his omniscience and omnipotence can, while traditionally we might say, but that's odd, yeah? But because God cannot be caged, God is able to, and because of greater things that he has for our lives. Because marriage in itself is not the end. Marriage is actually a means to an end.
These are things that come under what we refer to as fiqh al-waqi', that is contemporary issues. Basically, we live in a society, or we live in a world today that is a globalized world. A lot of the things that we see happening today, from the internet to the use of social media and things like that, these have become alternative means of people meeting one another and linking up with one another. So it's very important that such sites, if they exist, they help in curbing issues that could lead to fraud, or that could lead to heartbreak, maybe on the male side or on the female side, and that could lead to also danger, like we've seen in certain cases of women who were killed by people who lured them on Facebook, for example. So such sites would probably have to undergo very strict regulations. They have to ensure that the people who come on are sincere people, and then they basically do a kind of matchmaking. So this is allowed based on what, like I said, fiqh al-waqi'. These are contemporary issues which some of the scholars of our generation have talked about and have looked very deeply into.